Zombie Dogs is a member of the Hair of the Dogcast network. For access to episodes of this show every other week instead of once a month, check out patreon.com/Hair of the Dogcast. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show. Zombie Dogs. Hey everyone, and welcome to Zombie Dogs, episode number 2. This is your favorite podcast about Resident Evil. And if you're joining us, which you might not know is, if you skipped episode 1, we're going to be covering all the games in order. We're going to be discussing the making of, what happens during the games. We're going to talk about Stoy's obsession with Leon. We're going to be talking about the enemies, the friends, and the stupid puzzles.
The zombies you make along the way.
And the stupid username and password combinations, too.
Oh, yes.
I think we should do, just like we did in Elden Dogs, I'm not going to be Tyler.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm going to be Itchy Scratchy.
Okay.
You can only be one.
Well, it's actually Itchy Tasty.
Itchy
Itchy
Scratchy. You think it's Simpsons.
Yeah, that's my bad.
I'm going to be
Itchy
Mo.
Tasty.
Okay. I'm Barney.
For this episode, I will be Itchy Tasty.
And I'm Brad.
I'm going to be John. And I use my girlfriend's password for everything. My girlfriend's name is my password.
Leon hates John.
Yeah.
So yes, today we're talking about Resident Evil 1 for the PlayStation 1, the game that's kicked it all off. Our previous episode, we discussed a lot of the making of. So today we're going to be jumping right in and talking about the game. Resident Evil 1, it came out March 22nd, 1996 in Japan, April 1st, 1996 in North America. And then they immediately re-released it with a director's cut late of September 1997 in both countries. Director's cut DualShock version, August 98 in Japan, September 98 in North America. It's just like, it's another year, let's re-release it again. It's like the Madden franchise back then.
Oh, yeah.
Sega Saturn got a release October 1st of 97, and then the Nintendo DS got Deadly Silence February 7th.
That's what the DS stands for, actually. The Nintendo Deadly Silence. It's not dual screen.
It's weird that they changed the name for the DS version. They couldn't just say Resident Evil.
Well,
we got to make it confusing.
It always has to be a DS thing.
Yeah.
It's just stupid though. Like naming
Or 3D,
It's
Dream Drop
Nintendo.
Distance.
Yeah.
And I think it's dumb.
We're not talking about Kingdom Hearts, though, today. Stoy, how many of these different versions of Resident Evil 1 have you beat?
Everyone except the Sega Saturn version. The Sega Saturn version is quite expensive right now. I would say complete in box is about $300.
And why would you buy it without everything?
Yeah, I know exactly. So I own all of these except for the Sega Saturn one, and I don't think I'll own that one. I actually have a Japanese copy of. I can't play it. I suppose I could play it, but yeah, it's Biohazard.
Yeah.
But Japanese PlayStation 1 copies of games are extremely inexpensive. So, kind of interesting little note.
Dirt cheap.
Yes.
Just from the top, we're going to do a little gameplay overview. Now, a lot of people think it's a survival horror game, and it is.
But you're wrong.
But you're wrong. To me, it is a master inventory management horror game.
Yeah, I would say that's the Resident Evil series in a nutshell.
I was used to it with playing the later Resident Evil games, but your inventory is not very forgiving in the first one, which I was just picking up everything willy-nilly, and I was so frustrated at only having 6 slots.
Well, that's because you chose Chris, and Chris famously doesn't like to wear pockets on his pants.
He's got pockets, though. You watch the video. He's got superfluous pockets.
Those are those fake.
He wears a vest.
Those are the fake pockets that just look like pockets that are often found.
He's
on
wearing
female
they're
clothing.
sewn shut.
I forgot Star's uniforms are designed by Louis Vuitton.
Well, and the Stars uniforms are actually whatever they wanted to wear that day. Barry Burton is wearing an orange puffy vest. That is not up to code. But everyone's like, it's Barry.
I'm gonna wager there's no Kevlar in that either, too. So
He
it's not bulletproof.
He just wanted to be high vis.
Yeah, I mean they're in a dark forest.
Who needs protection when I got this?
The most iconic lines.
Yes. So you have health. You're going to be getting attacked. And your health is not displayed as 100%. You don't have an HP. You open up your menu, and you will see your little heart rate monitor. Green is fine. That means you're at 75 to 100% health. Yellow is caution with 50 to 75. Orange is also caution, 25 to 50% health. At this, hunters will be able to decapitate you. And if you're in the red, that is danger. 0 to 25% health. You are able to heal yourself with a number of items, including first aid spray, which is a full health but no poison cure first aid sprays. Always grab them. And then herbs, because herbs?
Herbs. Just eating grass.
Oh, someone left an herb on the ground. I'm going to eat it?
It's just, well, it's like in a nice potted plant. I mean, I got to eat this plant.
It's like when you think of BioShock Infinite and you're getting attacked and you're shoving hot dogs out of the garbage in your mouth. Is there somebody just like chewing on herbs in the middle of a zombie fight?
Well, yeah. Yes.
I do reach for herbs all the time. I remember once a dog bit me and I just shoved a bunch of mint in my mouth and no stitches needed. Wound closed up like I was Wolverine. It was insane.
But you didn't have the blue one, so you did get rabies.
Yeah, I was going to say it probably didn't. Yep.
Still have a fear of water.
And so then you have the herbs. The green ones heal your health. The blue ones cure poison, which is for very specific scenarios. And the red one is useless on its own, but bolsters other herbs by 3 times. You will combine these to create new combinations of herbs. This is important because you have very limited inventory space.
And you mash them into powder.
But
Yeah,
so you're
for whatever
carrying a
reason.
mortar and pestle already?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
guess
got a
so.
mortar and pestle.
And they're snorting them?
Yeah, they just
Well,
rip in lines of
He
green herbs.
brought it. Chris brought his grinder. He's grinding up those herbs in there.
Maybe he does because he probably rolls his own cigarettes.
It's
Well, yeah, it's on a nice little piece of parchment paper.
It's
so you
legal.
probably-
It's legal in Raccoon City.
yeah. So ahead of the times.
So ahead of the times. Another item that you're going to need is ink ribbons, because in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, there is, of course, typewriters scattered all around a house.
Yep.
And there's many rooms where it's just like, oh, we put a chest in here and here's a typewriter. This is just another room in the house. This is our 7th typewriter storage room. Old school typewriter is how you save your game. And if you run out of ink ribbons, you can't save anymore. I never had any issues with running out of items, be it ammunition, healing, or ink ribbons. I usually had enough to handle everything.
It's
Yeah,
just that
this is tough because, you know, if you're the type of person that plays like a little bit at a time, you know, like you just peck away at the game like little by little by little by little, and you're going to be saving more than probably 10 times, I'm not for sure you're going to survive this game.
Yes.
And you were gonna say something. Sorry,
Oh no, essentially that.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think having the ink rivets is cool because it does give you an extra added like survival horror that you can't just bounce out. It's akin to like Dead Space when you play Dead Space on that crazy difficulty where you only get like 3 saves throughout the entire game.
Yeah.
It makes all of the running down corridors and like, especially once you start to know where you're going in the house.
Yeah.
A lot more stressful because it's like, all right, well, I remember I was a pussy earlier and I didn't shoot that zombie and I got no health, but I think I can make it back to the safe room. It just adds a nice level. Nice little layer of fear.
What I find very, like, I had never played Resident Evil 1 until we played it for this episode. I had played Resident Evil 2 and some of 3 20 years ago, 25 years ago, whatever it was. And I was surprised at how much I really adored the inventory management, because you have a certain number of bullets and a certain number of healing items, and you're going out, and you have to plan. I need to also bring like a puzzle item or two, and what do I need to get to the next spot? And I really just liked knowing I was probably going to run into 5 zombies, and they would take this many bullets. And I, of course, played Director's Cut. So auto-aiming is a thing.
Yeah.
This is a different game. The original North American release did not have auto-aiming.
Yeah.
So that sounds horrible. You've beaten it, I'm guessing, without the auto-aiming.
Yeah, that was my first impression of it. So
You played it back in the day?
Yeah, that was my first impression of it. Like I said, and then Director's Cut came out and Auto Aim came out, and I was like, this feels like cheating. It felt like cheating.
It's 100% different.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I mean, arguably, I would say it makes it easier, especially when you're trying to conserve bullets and you're just like, especially if you don't want to waste shotgun shells. But man, if you miss, you feel that sting. You're like, oh, I needed that one really bad.
Yeah.
When I first played this on the PlayStation as a child, like I had this, I don't know how I got the game. I know we talked about this in the last episode. I don't know where the game came from, but I owned it, and it was too difficult for me. Like I was not good at it, and famously, if I'm not good at something, it's gonna frustrate the fuck out of me, and I'll probably quit.
Oh,
I need instant gratification.
yeah.
I am a baby.
I just played through Remake the other day, and there are parts where I'd gone for like 45 minutes without hitting a save room, and I'm like, if I die, I don't know if I'm going to do this again. Because that is a lot of time as a 37-year-old person who works too much and has a lot on
Yeah,
their
in
plate.
in this day and age where we're kind of used to, you forget about manually saving.
Well, this autosave, I wish they knew about it back then, but
I know, no kidding.
yes, there's going to be weapons. Your combat knife comes standard.
Pretty useless.
It's even captioned, this does not seem to be enough for this mission.
So can I tell you a story?
yes.
First time I rented this game for Blockbuster, I didn't have a PlayStation at the time, so my mom let me rent a PlayStation, rented Resident Evil.
Such a crazy concept.
It really was, to rent a whole video game system. And I didn't know that you had to hold the L1 button to aim and then R1 to shoot. Didn't know that at the time because I didn't read the manual. I was like, I've seen this game. I kind of know what's going on, so whatever. I kept hitting
your manuals.
I kept hitting the run button, which I think was square at the time, because that was mostly the attack button for every game I played at the time. And I would you would do this running mechanic where like he would hold the knife and he would kind of run like this. So I thought that was the attack the whole time.
You just thought you were supposed to prison shank all of the zombies to death?
yes. So I'm like sitting here running around like, and it's like nothing's happening. I kept dying. I call up a friend of mine. I'm like, dude, the attack is not working for me. And he's like, hey, are you holding L1? I'm like, why would I hold L1?
You have to ready the blade.
You have to ready the blade, and then you have to strike. And I was like, oh, okay.
And that was how Stoy invented the first knife-only run of
Yes,
Resident Evil.
exactly. Yeah, by not
literal
even
run.
using it properly. But it's kind of funny
This
because
tyrant fucking sucks, man.
I'm still friends with this guy, so he teases me every so often. And like if like in the past, like he'll play it and he'll just be like, I tried to do this. So anyway,
Yeah, you'll start with
the
knife.
combat knife is useless in this game. Let's just say that.
You can get if you knock a dog on the ground. Sometimes you might pull it out and do some quick shanking to save some bullets, but generally you're going to have enough.
Yeah, that would be the
bullets.
best place to use it.
The Beretta. Well, the Beretta is going to be your handgun. This is your weapon for the first third of the game until you get the shotgun. Beretta can have 15 rounds. It's your basic handgun and will most likely be your most used weapon throughout the mansion. Best used at long ranges against weaker enemies like zombies and Cerberuses. Director's
Cerberi?
Cut. Cerberi?
Cerberi?
The Director's Cut has a custom edition Beretta that has a low chance to instant kill any enemy except bosses.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was nice.
You will be examining items in your menu. The menu is functional. I wish the map had its own designated button. There is buttons on the PS1 controller that would be nice to use.
Plenty of buttons to use.
You'll be combining items, ammo conversation, and then, of course, the item boxes that will be scattered. In a game that is so serious about inventory management and where things are, they are very liberal on how boxes work. There's little underground tunnels. They're like little mail chutes.
Yeah.
Where you can put whole guns in there and it shoots over to whatever box you're at.
I was playing this game and my inventory was my Beretta, and then every other available slot was a magazine for my pistol. And I was just like, what am I going to do with I got to go fucking put all these in the box every time. I didn't know that you could combine the magazines.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I ran out of ammo. I was like, how the fuck do you reload?
Well, us sophisticated young gamers, we wouldn't read the manuals.
No.
We would prison shank our way to victory.
No, because especially at that time, most of the time you just kind of learned the game as you went along. There was some sort of like grace period where it's like you casually learn about the game mechanics and stuff. In this game, it just thrusts you right into it. You see that first zombie and he gets up and you're just like, spam the square button and you're just doing this the whole time.
I did have that. I did have that situation where it's like, I don't know what my button is.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. And you kind of just go by instinct and see what happens. But
Yeah. I mean, at the time, when you think about it, at the time, it was kind of revolutionary to have a solid aim button that did nothing. And then you were just, your character's moving around in a circle and you're just trying to aim. I mean, with auto aim, it makes more sense. But yeah, that was a time. We talked about, speaking of auto aiming was not default in the American version, which is kind of wild to me because the Japanese version got auto aim. So what does that say about us Americans?
They weren't over.
Well, it was for a very specific reason.
They were still mad about World War II, probably.
That's that, and I think Blockbuster.
That's the dumbest.
Blockbuster ruins video games for a lot of people, and there's a lot of especially if you play retro games nowadays, you come to find that some games are just ridiculously hard for no reason, and that is because Japanese developers wanted you to actually buy the game, and if they made it frustrating enough for you, you had to buy the game because you couldn't just beat it in a weekend because you kept dying all the time. So, in the American version, enemies had more health and dealt more damage compared to the Japanese version, aka Biohazard.
Not surprised. Americans can handle it.
Also, Japanese were worried about us Americans with some of the more gruesome scenes. So they censored a lot of parts of the game, especially the intro video. There was a lot of censored scenes. The infamous, Joseph picking up the handgun with the hand attached to it. You see it cut off right at the beginning in the initial. You don't see the severed part of the hand.
I did see a clip of it with the severed hand, and it made me laugh so fucking hard. Because this is supposed to be like a STARS member, right? Like, this guy's supposed to have seen some shit. They're like from military backgrounds and shit.
Yeah,
I don't know where he came from, because I know not everybody in the STARS program is like military or enforcement background.
Yeah.
But he picks it up like he's never seen a war crime, and he's just like, his scream made me laugh so hard. I was like, it's his first day.
Honestly, that whole intro is gold. It's so gold. But so in the original cut, the original game, you don't see the severed part, whereas obviously in the director's cut, you see the whole thing. A lot of the Brad Vickers scene of him getting like eaten alive by the dogs, you're seeing that full on like blood splatter, spray everywhere. You're seeing like gore like off of his face and everything, compared to the original.
And that got retconned, right? Because doesn't Brad show up in Resident Evil 2?
No, Brad was the pilot. I keep saying Joseph. I keep getting Joseph and Brad mixed up.
Okay.
Which this happened last time, I think.
Yes.
Joseph was the guy.
There's not a lot of Brads in video games, so I try and pay attention to
Yeah,
them.
no kidding. Yeah, it actually makes sense. The Japanese version does show Chris smoking in the cast role as one of the ending, and in one of the ending cutscenes as well, because
I'm not
Americans in cigarettes.
I'm not a smoker, but if I was Chris in that moment, that cigarette would taste mighty good.
Oh yeah, it sure did. That opening intro of introducing all the characters, his was the most badass because man,
I don't know, Rebecca, when she tightens her headband, pretty cool.
It's also so dated too, because especially in the 90s and like coming into the 2000s, like when you showed a character smoking, it was usually like some machismo, bravo, fucking brute dude.
Yeah.
And it just made him look cool. Because like when I was a kid, smoking cigarettes looked cool.
And then
sure did.
And Solid Snake uses it to see like lasers and stuff. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's weird how that's changed nowadays. Like it'd be like a vape or something.
Yeah, if Solid Snake pulled out a vape, I would turn the game off.
Oh no, Solid Snake is popping in a 12 milli vanilla of some Zen.
If they
upper deckies.
I would love
Otacon.
that actually if they remade Metal Gear Solid 1, but instead of cigarettes, it's Zins.
Otacon, you didn't give me my Mountain Dew Zin. This is Funyun Vape.
Gross.
Yep. The Japanese version does contain an alternative end credits cinematic where it shows the characters getting killed in various ways. To unlock it, you must finish the game a second time from a cleared save with the unlimited rocket launcher unlocked and get a good ending, because there's multiple different endings in this game, and as you learned,
Unfortunately.
you can find out that you don't have an end boss battle, which we'll get to at this point. So like we talked about a year and a half later, we got a director's cut, which obviously featured all the gore that we talked about earlier and difficulty modes.
This is my way of playing the PS1 game. Not the DualShock version, the director's cut PS1 is the best way to play the OG Resident Evil from my approximation.
I agree. I agree. I mean, all these, quality of life improvements, the auto aim really, honestly, like I said, the first time I played it, it felt like cheating, but it made the game so much better.
And they leaned into it too, because 2 and 3, Code Veronica, like those things all stuck around.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it helps with the narrative of it too, because if you're supposed to be this badass STARS operative, like you shouldn't be missing point blank shots.
Just barley fifing.
Yeah,
Especially against like shuffling zombies. So difficulty modes, we got a beginner mode, which the player's life and their weapons firepower were increased, and the quantities of ammunition and ink ribbons were doubled, which is nice.
That's a lot of saving you can do.
It really is. It really is. Yeah. So this is the way to go if you only play for like an hour at a time.
If they want to do an easy mode, just let me have unlimited inventory and I will beat this fucker without dying once.
Really, honestly, that would make speedrunners. That would be a speedrunner's dream.
Keep your unlimited rocket launcher. I don't need that shit. Give me unlimited inventory.
And just give me that shotgun. So you had the standard, obviously, way to play, and then the arranged mode, which was advanced in the U.S. Items and enemies moved to other areas, so it made the game completely different than what you were used to.
Love that.
Jill, and Rebecca received different outfits.
Oh, yeah.
And accompanying the item and enemy movements was the camera angle, which was changed in a number of places noticeably during cutscenes, which messed me up the first time I saw that stuff, and I'm like, wait, what?
It's weird how much you rely on the camera angles. Like, you know where they are and you expect them.
Yep.
This game, like we mentioned in the last episode, pre-rendered backgrounds, and it saved a lot on the space for the data for the rooms.
Yep.
And just the camera angles are very important and also extremely frustrating at times. When the zombies can be on the other side of the camera and your character can be staring them down, but you have no idea.
You can't see. Yeah. I mean, that was kind of a good and bad thing about the camera angles, because it added atmosphere, but it also added frustration because you really didn't know how to prepare for that zombie shambling toward you. There was that scene where you enter that kind of like winding hallway where the bathroom is, the only bathroom in the mansion for some reason, and the shotgun room.
Yes.
There is that scene where you walk into the door and it's like the first camera shot is like you.
Yeah.
Like, full screen and everything. In the director's cut, that's not there. It's like a overhead shot.
Yeah.
And I remember first playing it, I got mad because I love that scene of just like opening the door and it's you right there.
Imagine you were at the piano bar driving out to some Moonlight Sonata with the boys, and you got to take a piss, and you got to walk to the other end of the mansion.
Yeah.
And someone's taking a bath.
Yeah. Well, what the hell?
What the fuck?
Then it's like, let me drain this dirty bathtub water.
Yeah.
So other changes, the design for the handgun was changed, with the Beretta 92F of the original being replaced with the Beretta 92F Inox in the director's cut, with wood grips, and is referred to as the custom Beretta.
Wood grips make it always cooler.
It really
Just like a minivan. The wood paneling.
Oh my god, chef's kiss.
Adds a little bit of vintage to it.
Is that cedar? I think that's cedar.
I don't need a truck. I have this.
I don't need
Barry's got his whole family in the van.
Yeah. Forrest Spire, who appears dead on the mansion's balcony in the original one, is capable of being reanimated as a zombie unless under certain conditions.
That's fun.
If Jill Valentine is being accompanied by Barry Burton, obviously he doesn't. I think he reanimates. But yeah, it's that scene where like he was pecked to death by crows.
That's what it says.
Yeah, which
It sounds like a horrible way to go.
it really is.
I'd rather give me one to the brain.
I mean,
Pecked to death. How many pecks does it take to get to the center of a
and
Tootsie
he had a
Pop?
grenade launcher at the time. That grenade launcher ain't gonna do shit against crows.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, bro, you picked the wrong weapon to
I
come.
brought the sniper rifle.
I mean, you can punch a crow and kill it.
Yeah,
These crows, though, as we'll learn, they're a little different.
They are.
little different. The game's faster paced. The zombies are also introduced in the game. They're a little bit faster. So the auto aiming feature that was missing in the English language version of the original was also corrected. Allows the player to lock onto targets with the press of a button, which is nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. Also, this game was packaged with a demo for RE2. That was a time when you bought games just simply for a demo disc.
Brave Fencer Musashi.
Yep.
I wanted the Final Fantasy, it was 7 or 8 demo. Mm-hmm. And that's why we own Brave Fencer Musashi. Great game, but we got it for the demo.
Yep.
I remember, like, you had to get Crackdown demo for the 360 to get access to, like, Halo 3.
Halo 3, yeah.
Beta or something. How many games did that sell?
I think Dino Crisis had the Resident Evil 3 demo, I want to say.
Yeah, and
that was
I mean, Star Wars Episode 1, that was, like, before the internet was super prevalent, and people would just go and pay to see a movie just to watch the trailer and leave.
Yeah, and I forget which movie it was, but it's not a movie that should have earned as much money as it probably did.
Probably did.
They were laughing.
Yeah, laughing all the way to the bank. Missing footage. The North American and European releases were marketed as featuring the original uncensored footage as seen in the Japanese releases. However, the full motion video sequences were unchanged from the previous Western releases in some areas and were still censored.
Bullshit.
Aww.
If you say that
Honestly,
I'm getting unrated good stuff and you don't give me that,
Yep.
I want the blood.
Yeah.
I
Give me
want
the
it.
gore. Give me the gore.
what's on the other end of that gun? Is that just a hand?
Yeah.
Because I can't see it.
Yeah. Is there a bone sticking out of it? Oh, there is not.
Does Chris like cigarettes, or does he just hold them to look cool?
Capcom claimed the omission was the result of a localization mistake made by the developers and offered the uncensored intro as a free download from their website as appeasement. Now, keep in mind, this was in the late 90s. Not a lot of people had 56K modems at the time.
Yes.
So this probably took you half a day
Mom?
to download this intro.
Mom, I need the phone for the next hour. I'm downloading something very important.
Yes, yes. That was at the time you had like download limits and like even like time on the internet limits. I had 15 hours, I remember, a week.
Generations before and after us will not know.
Net definitely will not know.
No.
Yeah, I survived rollover minutes.
Oh, I had a certain amount of texts. I remember that I could do a month.
Yeah, I got my first girlfriend. I sent way too many texts. My mom pulled me out of my room and was like, "Who are you talking to?" I was like, "My girlfriend."
That was at the time when you could actually see like on the bills, you can actually see the text chat if you allowed that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Your parents saw everything.
They saw everything.
If anybody in here is Gen Z and Gen Alpha, you have it made.
Now it's just the government that sees everything.
Yeah. Oh, they've seen everything for a while. Despite this, the Capcom,
The Capsule Company.
made no attempt to correct the mistake when the DualShock version of the game was produced, which featured a new soundtrack. So a really nice soundtrack. In addition to the DualShock support, French, German, PAL versions of the director's cut featured the uncensored full motion videos in colored versions because the intro was in black and white.
Yeah, the DualShock version came out. Obviously, you had vibrating functions, which is fun. Adds a little haptic feedback in your life.
This was when the DualShock controller actually came out, so it kind of made sense.
It's like we re-release everything. Now it shakes.
Now you're not your controller trembles, not just you.
Yeah.
Should be marketing.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Don Draper over here.
Sony called this man.
Like we said, it got a new soundtrack that was composed for the release as part of the deal with Mamoru.
Samuragochi.
Thank you.
I said it Italian there, but Samuragochi. Samuragochi.
Gorlami. Then
Buongiorno.
up-and-coming Hiroshima musician. Samuraguchi himself hired his friend Takashi Nagaki.
You gave this to Tyler on purpose, didn't you?
Miyagaki.
As ghost composer as part of a long-standing agreement between the two, which was not made public until 2014. That's pretty interesting. He had a ghostwriter for that long.
Can you imagine like writing music and never getting credit for it?
If the money's right, sure.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, whoever's writing Drake's music is like laughing all the way to the bank.
I suppose Taylor Swift wrote a lot of music for other people before she became popular.
Who's that?
Taylor Swift?
Is that the football player?
No, that's like DeAndre
She's
Swift.
an artist. You guys not know who Taylor Swift is? Oh my gosh.
She did the Frozen. She's from Frozen, I think.
I thought she did like impressionist Cubanism paintings. Did she make vases? I don't know.
You're thinking of
let's stay in
Selena
our
Gomez.
lane.
You're thinking of Selena Gomez.
I don't.
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
Okay, Resident Evil sound stuff.
Nagaki's soundtrack differed radically from the compositions of Makamoto Tomozawa, Akira Keita, and Masamai Uda.
Ueda. I did
Nice,
not mean to
Ueda.
give you these words, Tyler, just so you know.
It's the one language I can't speak.
So, you'll enjoy this on the next 65 episodes where we will make Tyler say words he does not know how to pronounce.
Exactly.
Giving a more gothic horror feel to the game than the electrical music used in the original release. I did listen to a little bit of the side-by-sides for these.
Some of them are acceptable.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Because some sound like they are like for the Nintendo, and some sound like they actually have instruments in them, like with the synth and everything.
You probably own the soundtrack on vinyl.
I do not. Not yet.
Surprisingly enough, the soundtrack was generally deemed inferior to the original, and the ambient theme for the mansion's basement was considered by some to be the worst video game compositions of all time.
I love that.
Damn. That's hard. That's harsh. I mean, I wasn't the greatest, but
And then the guy was just like, I didn't even write it. It was him.
that's right. Yeah. That's why you're a ghost composer.
Don't put that evil
I
on
don't
me.
want my name on this
He
shit.
should have got a zombie composer.
Got him.
Now we're cooking.
Yeah.
I put sunglasses on for those listening.
The Japanese game also came with a bonus disc known as the Biohazard Complete Disc, replacing the previous version's Biohazard 2 demo.
Can I interject 1 second? Now, Stoy, you know everything about Resident Evil before I made outlines and before we're doing these podcasts.
Sure.
So when there's something in these outlines that you don't know, please let us know.
This I did not know.
Okay.
So,
But when there's something that is cool and surprising, make sure.
yeah, I was going to say, you'll probably see my eyes light up to be like, ooh,
something I have to buy.
I didn't know that.
As you were, Tyler.
This disc allowed the user to download save data for all versions of the Biohazard and Biohazard 2 into their memory card and view footage from a prototype version of Biohazard 2, Resident Evil 1.5. The North American version was released as part of Sony's Greatest Hits line, but did not feature the bonus disc.
Bullshit.
The full motion video sequences were still censored for the North American release. Booey. Don't like
booey.
that.
Yeah.
But the game's ad copy on the back of the package was edited to reflect this. There was no European release for the DualShock version.
RIP in the chat for all our European brethren that just, yeah. You got shafted a lot.
I don't even think about you.
Ooh, I don't even know who you are.
And then we got the Sega Saturn version.
Yikes.
New versions of the Hunters were in this game, mostly just aesthetic differences compared to the original. A second Tyrant appears in Chris's run of the lab. Don't like that. Don't need that.
Nope.
The Saturn release actually contains the first Mercenaries mode of the series, something which would become a mainstay. Dubbed Arena Battle Mode. You just shoot and slash and fucking kill your way through room after room until the end. And the ending of Battle Mode has you fighting a gold Tyrant.
Yes. You don't like the Saturn version, you were saying.
It's not the Saturn itself. What had its like had some things that it did better than the PlayStation, and the Saturn couldn't do 3D graphics as well as the PlayStation could, and it just looked rough compared to the PlayStation version. But if you played the Saturn version first, like you probably look just fine. But it's if you see the PlayStation 1 first, it's the Saturn's a little bit tough to look at. It's only graphics only a mother could love.
I'm surprised to see that Mercenaries made it into the first iteration of this game, because I love Mercenaries mode for all of them, especially with the Resident Evil 4 remaster, remake, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that just came out. It's 2 years ago. I love playing Mercenaries mode. I didn't think that they would even be close to having that in the first one, so that's shocking for me.
It's amazing how much of the DNA that remained through the series was in the very first iteration. A horrible detached lab segment at the end of a game.
Yet Wesker never gets a haircut.
Wesker,
He gets haircuts.
Barry Burton is a bro.
Yeah.
But mostly I was thinking, like, there's a lot of the ideas that were in, like, core to this game wound up being repeated a lot. The Mercenaries mode, I love the ending screen that says your letter grade. That's kind of been a mainstay as well. And
Yeah, the letter grade has been a mainstay for all the mainline entry games.
I love it.
Yeah.
So this brings us to the setting of the game, Raccoon City, which is a city in the Ark Lake County, somewhere in the Midwestern United States.
You know what's funny then? Could be the birthplace of Midwest emo music.
Which is where?
In the Midwest.
Who
Raccoon
knows?
City,
Yeah.
In this fictional world, they might have Hot Mulligan. They could have Saturdays at your place. We don't know.
It is.
I don't listen to this music.
Those are real words he's using.
Okay, are there? Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Spanish
cool.
love songs.
Okay.
Modern baseball.
It's an
Manor.
isolated mountainous area where emo
believe
music
you.
was founded. Population 100,000. Urbanization most likely took off in the 1960s as a result of Umbrella Pharmaceuticals moving into the area. On Umbrella took over a lot of redevelopment projects due to the 1990-1991 recession. And from what I could pick up online, it's not a real city, but people say it's possibly Missouri due to the mountainous setting and it being in the Midwest. And to me, that sounds fine.
I hate the fact that Missouri is in the Midwest.
I had to look it up, too. I'm like, for real?
Yeah.
And they're like,
it's
I guess.
pretty much the southern part of the Midwest, which I hate that.
And Missouri's not known for emo music, so we don't know.
Yeah, now I'm starting to question that. I didn't know about the Missouri thing. I don't like Missouri.
A lot of jug bands.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Spittoons.
They drink alcohol in Missouri out of these big white jugs that just say XXX on it.
Which I would like to do at some point in my life.
That's my $6.
Put my Nintendo down.
What are you drinking over there? It's
got
called I'm bringing sexy Bach. It's a Bach.
We like craft beer still. Now, STARS is, what does that stand for, Stoy?
Special Tactics and Rescue Squad.
They're an American
God, you
elite.
tested me. I was like, oh no.
An American.
Don't screw this one up.
You'll be getting tested a lot.
Thank
Stoy.
you. I appreciate that.
An American elite special forces division under the jurisdiction of the RPD, not the RCPD, due to many.
I can't wrap my head around what it is.
It's
is
not
it
the Raccoon
RCPD?
City Police Department.
Is it RPD?
It's Raccoon Police Department.
Which just a bunch of trash pandas in Teflon vests with 9mm.
I'd watch that show.
I'd watch that show.
Yeah. Man, we have a disturbance. Get out of my dumpster. They are they're privately funded and able to operate independently, which seems like a questionable
Weird thing,
task force to have for a city.
Yep.
The idea was to combine a team of tactically sound soldiers with scientists.
That's why Rebecca's there.
And that's how Armageddon was made.
Yeah.
Since its creation, STARS always had a total of 12 members for some fucking reason. We're like,
It's because 13 is unlucky.
well, Tony died.
2 teams of 6.
I guess that means we'll hire that Rebecca lady now.
Yep.
Yep.
Saw her out there on the basketball court. Took a picture.
Now, this is one of those things that Tyler doesn't
Can't wait
know.
till we talk about that.
We have varying levels.
Oh no, that's in Resident Evil 2.
Well, there is like the cooking. There's beginner cooking ramen. There's someone who knows a little bit, and then there's the master chef.
Yeah.
There is a picture of Rebecca playing basketball. Tyler.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a little Easter egg in Resident Evil 2.
You gotta like check Wesker's desk like 100 times.
Yeah, you have to
it.
click it like 50 times or something like that, which I did in the first Resident Evil 2 remake. I was like, oh, this has to be kept in there. So I kept like clicking around his desk all over the place and nothing. I wasted an hour.
Shaking the desk.
Yes. Literally, I was prison shanking the desk.
Unlike the police department, STARS recruited from outside the established police force, instead relying on military veterans and specialists in a variety of fields from computer hacking to chemical disposal. Nonetheless, entrants from Raccoon Police Department were welcome, provided they pass a written exam.
Well, essentially, they hit the ground running. They're like, if you're a Reddit mod or you got PTSD, you come work for us.
Either way, you have a gun.
We have no oversight.
Here's a gun and unlimited rocket launcher ammunition.
Now, we know you're not a
fun.
cop and not military, but there is a test. You could take a written test.
This is a golden egg. What would you do with it?
It's amazing. June 1998, Cerberus dogs are sighted. They wouldn't have said Cerberus dogs. There's rabid attack dogs, wild animals out in the woods.
Which would not raise a lot of alarms in Missouri.
1998, Raccoon City. Bizarre murder cases have recently started in Raccoon City, and the people of the good city are terrified to get out of their homes now. Families who mostly lived in the outskirts of the town were attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were
apparently eaten.
That's the best way to describe it. Now, this should be a bigger news story. If this actually happened, this would even be bigger than the political bullshit we got going on. If there was 10 people randomly eating folks,
Yeah, that would be
and someone got away and said what they saw, you think that this would have escalated a little quicker.
Well, what's happening though in the world here at this point is the Greatest Show on Turf is like really taking off. Like Kurt Warner and Marshall Falk are really kind of starting to do their shit in St. Louis, and like the NFL has got some really good games. Tom Brady's about to pop onto the scene in like 2 years now, so it's like St. Louis has got a lot going on.
Okay,
and
this is Missouri. Now I get it. Now I'm following.
And so
they were before emo music really took off. So.
Clearly, yeah.
Yeah,
people were still happy.
Yeah, with Slipknot had just come out at this time almost.
Yeah, we're 4 years away from even the start of My Chemical Romance at this point.
And that will be official on the timeline when we get there. Friday, July 24th, 1998. I was going to read this, but Stoy, I think you probably want to.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission. Chris, have you found it? No, I haven't found it yet. Bizarre murders have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo Team went to hide out of the group and disappeared. Okay, that was it.
What is your wife's birthday?
Shit.
I was looking down at the outline. I'm like, these words are not here. And then I looked up, and Stoy had his eyes closed.
Yeah.
That's because that's the actual...
That's impressive.
That's the actual intro, yeah.
Essentially, July 24th, Bravo Team is sent to the surrounding Arclay Forest to investigate. When contact with them is lost, Alpha Team is sent out to investigate what happened to them. It's like sending another cat in the wall to get the other cat that disappeared in the wall. Eventually, you lost a couple cats.
A lot of cats.
Alpha Team is sent to investigate, consisting of Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, Barry Burton, Joseph Frost, Brad Vickers, and Captain Albert Wesker. Wearing sunglasses at night. Mm-hmm. They discover Bravo Team's helicopter crashed in the forest with pilot Kevin Dooley. Dooley. Sorry, that's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Dooley killed himself about 2 years back. Dooley. It's the only time I've ever seen this name written before.
Kevin.
Yeah. Alpha Team continues to explore the surrounding forest, but are suddenly attacked by a pack of ravenous Dobermans. Joseph is mauled to death while Brad flees in the helicopter. The survivors flee from their pursuers, eventually taking shelter in a mysterious
I want to go
mansion.
back. Okay, the Stars always had a total of 12 members. Okay, but they're an American elite special forces group.
Okay.
Some of the best.
Plus,
And you got a bitch-ass helicopter pilot that's like all of a sudden sees a dog attack someone. He's like, I'm out of here.
you got a medic that just was playing basketball and can use a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Wesker's like rubbing his belly button like, yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely should have changed Chris's line because he's like, no, come back.
No, he says, no, don't go.
Yeah, and then he gets really sad. Yeah. He should have just been like, yo, the fuck, Brad?
Fuck you,
That should have been in the unedited version.
All right, I didn't put this in the notes, Stoy. You can probably just do everything from memory.
Yeah, I mean,
explain a little bit about the filming, the making of this sequence.
Not this past. Yeah, I would say 2024. I got to meet Chris Redfield and Barry Burton.
Hell yeah.
The guys that did the live action actors.
You looked like a kid about to sit on Santa's lap when you saw them.
I do, yeah. Because when I heard that they were coming, I was like amazed because they're starting to kind of come out and actually kind of take ownership of what they did. And I think Chris Redfield's character at the time, Charlie Kravlowski, he's like half Japanese, half American, the guy that played Chris Redfield. So he did a lot of acting gigs, speaks fluent Japanese. And Barry Burton's character, he's Australian, but he taught English in Japan.
The voice actors are not the motion capture actors, too, right? Or the motion capture, the film,
the live action, yeah.
Live action, yeah.
Nope, it's totally separate. This was a day of filming, and I want to say Jill Valentine's character, her name was Inez, and I think that's all they credited her in the credits. But she was like 16 at the time. And she was like kind of like a model at the time. Rebecca Chambers' character, her character was a model in Japan at the time too.
Because they were just looking for people that looked like the models.
Yep.
Because that's Barry just like walking out of a bar or something. They're like, get that fucker.
Yeah, because he said that he's like, I was walking out of a restaurant and like some developer came up to me and pointed at me. And he's like, that's you. That's you. I want you. No experience acting. No even like inkling of wanting to do it. Yeah. I mean, picture perfect like scenario.
This is it's perfect B acting across the board for the live action and then for the voice acting later. Mm-hmm. It strikes this glorious tone of a B film where they're not acting with each other. They sound like they're barely remembering their lines. And I know that these voice actors are given like a take.
Yeah.
Should we go again? Nope.
That's fine. Yeah.
We have half a day in here. We have to get all of you through.
And honestly, a lot of them didn't know what they were making. You know, were they making just a short film? I think they had a lingering, kind of like a small concept of like, okay, this is going to be in a game. But even at that time, like full motion video for video games was still kind of like, like video games have like film in them and like actual actors in them. Like that was kind of a weird concept at the time.
Yeah.
It still is a weird concept to me when it happens.
Yeah.
I was playing Control like a month ago, and that's got a bunch of like actual actresses and actors in it, and I was like, well, that's like kind of slightly immersion breaking, but also really fucking cool.
Yeah, if they do it right, which is like it always weirded me at that time when they kind of like blended full motion video cutscenes in the middle of your gameplay. And some PlayStation games are like that, where it is kind of immersion breaking, but at the time it was like so cool and so real, and like it was, you know, awesome to have, I guess, because like, you know, you can compress that kind of shit on a disc.
Yeah,
of
plus
course-
back then, like, you didn't have the capabilities, obviously, for graphics that we have now, where, like, cutscenes, like The Last of Us Part 2, the cutscenes are better than the fucking show.
Yeah,
And back then,
honestly, they are.
like, yeah, especially, I'm not going to get into it. Stop, Tyler.
This isn't
Reel it in.
Yeah, okay.
But then, back when
The
this game
Dogs
was
of
coming
Us.
out, the last of the dogs.
No, the dogs of us.
The Dogs of Us.
I like that better.
Back when this game came out, instead of trying to, you know, render this and mocap a cutscene, just get some fucking actors to do it, and that probably felt so fucking cool.
Yeah,
I love the opening cutscene too, because then they also have like a picture of a house. It's not the house that they're running to. It's like someone's like drawing or painting, and like there's a slow like pull in on it. It's very effective, and it's longer than you think it is.
yeah.
It's a long sequence, which really gets you in the mood.
It really is, and obviously, depending on the character that you pick in the beginning, changes who you end up in the mansion with.
Yeah.
You know, especially that opening intro. You know, there are only 5 Stars members left now: Captain Wesker, Jill, myself. We don't know where Barry is. You know, it's like whatever. But yeah, they was like a day of filming out in the middle of nowhere in these like, it wasn't even woods. I think it was like an overgrown patch, like park or something like that. And it was like hot, sweaty. That's why you could see like the sweat just like pouring, you know, down their faces throughout the whole, in the cutscene.
Yeah, I could just see Wesker's hair gel just like melting down his face.
Yeah.
I just love the scene of like, one of my favorite scenes is them panning across like everybody, and like Inez looks bored. She's just like, what the hell is this? Wesker is just looking like tough as shit. And then Chris is just like got this scowl on his face where he's just like,
It was like they told him like archetypes. Like, all right, this is your character. You're
You're a tough guy.
You're gonna be the tough guy. You're pretty. You look pretty. You though, you're gonna smoke a cigarette later. So we need like give me.
And I don't want you to be
stank
subtle.
face.
I want you to play to the back row. I want you to scream at the back row with your performance.
yeah.
Tell us about these Stars members, Stoy.
So the Stars members that show up that are part of Alpha Team, which is weird. Why would you send Bravo Team first instead of Alpha Team? I don't know.
They thought the job was for the B Squad.
I guess
maybe Alpha Team had a basketball game.
Yeah, maybe. So that's why Wesker and Rebecca were. Anyway, Joseph Frost was one of the characters. He was a previous member of Star's Bravo team, and he was already stationed in Raccoon City. Joseph was recently promoted to serve as a vehicle specialist for Alpha Team. Many members of Bravo team are jealous of his promotion, but he was moved up by Wesker himself. He's young, enthusiastic, and very curious. That's why he's the one that picks up the, you know.
So, to preface, these descriptions that I have, most of these are going to be directly from like the manual. I tried to keep a lot of this information to PlayStation 1 specific-ish. There will be no mentions of like Lisa Trevor or any of that.
Yeah.
Just so we know. But yeah, so that was like pulled from the manual.
No, perfect. Brad Vickers, he's a computer expert and excels in information gathering. Unfortunately, his fear of dying draws much heat from his fellow soldiers.
Maybe you shouldn't be in this career, dude.
I was going to say, maybe pick a different lane, bro.
You shouldn't be a helicopter pilot.
His lack of enthusiasm for rushing into danger has earned him the nickname Chicken Heart. While Chris is a qualified pilot, which actually is funny, that Chicken Heart name pops up, I think, in Welcome to Raccoon City, the movie,
Oh, yeah.
which I don't want to talk about that ever again. While Chris is a qualified pilot, Brad has become a helicopter flyer for Alpha Team.
Well, they can't have no fucking chicken heart running into battle. You need Chris.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
I saw a doggy.
I say. Barry Burton. This is where we get into the specifics.
Now, Barry is old guy.
Yes.
38. I will be there in 10 months.
I am past that, so I should be Barry Burton times 10.
Yeah.
Not times 10, but anyway.
We are no longer the protagonist of a JRPG.
Age 38.
We are the old guy.
Yep. Barry Burton, age 38, height 6 feet, weight 196 pounds, which I don't believe that.
I don't
for a
believe
fact.
that guy fucking lied.
Yeah, I
dude.
was going to say, looking at that. Keep in mind, this
That
is
guy
Japan.
is 240.
Yeah.
That guy is a 240 pound man.
Keep in mind, this is Japan, whereas like 6 foot people are probably 196, but in America, not so much.
Yeah.
Chris Redfield's old friend and partner, former SWAT team member, which is an error, I guess, as he's a former Air Force pilot. Barry maintains and supplies weapons for All Stars members. Has over 16 years of experience and has led many projects to success. Barry is a trusty ally, but has some trouble with his wife and 2 daughters recently. He may look or sound depressed at times. Oh,
Is he getting a divorce?
no,
I think it's the threatening of them.
maybe, yeah.
I'll do it. I'll kill him.
No. He served in the Air Force with Chris, wife Kathy and 2 daughters, Moira and Polly. Keep in mind one of their names that may pop up later in the future. Frequented Jay's bar and is friends with Robert Kendo, who's the owner of the gun shop.
Frequents a bar. You're
Yes.
not a $1.96. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
We know what the beer's doing to you.
Yep,
Barry.
I'm gonna-
You're
I'm
not
gonna
getting
wager
vodka
it's-
seltzers. You are not a vodka seltzer man, Barry.
Nope. You are pounding them beers like
He's
crazy.
a PBR guy.
He's a Wisconsin couple of beers, which means he's having 6 beers at the bar every
Yeah.
time he
and
goes.
probably 2 shots. at least.
Yes.
That's why this game is held in northern Wisconsin.
Yes.
Chris Redfield, age 25. God, he's such a baby. He's 5'11", weight 177 pounds. Nope, I don't believe
Yeah,
that
by
either.
the time he's in Resident Evil 5, he's like fucking juiced to the gills and like 250.
His bicep weighs that much.
His bicep weighs 177 pounds. He was kicked out of the Air Force. Chris became a drifter until he met Barry Burton. Barry recruited him for the newly formed Stars. Now Chris is being reassigned to a smaller unit at Raccoon City headquarters to prove himself quickly. A tough guy who possesses both strong mentality and great vitality. Chris has great advantage with weapons when surrounded by many enemies. This was ripped straight from the book, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that he like got kicked out of the Air Force. So Barry immediately was like, I got this organization, no oversight. Nobody gives a fuck what we do.
We do whatever we want.
We're
We do whatever we
independent.
want. Yeah, we're completely independent.
There's a basketball league.
Sometimes they send me on a mission. I just go to Jace.
I'm at Jay's, dude. Me and Kendo.
We just fucking
good
party,
friends
man.
with him. Yeah, we just talk about guns all the time.
We're not even a part of the city force. I don't know who runs us.
I've never even been to Raccoon City.
Even know where it is. His sister Claire and him lost their parents sometime before 1998. He can fly planes and helicopters. He also has strong convictions that often put him at odds with his senior officers, and he either resigned in protest or was discharged for insubordination. And we really don't know.
He's a hothead.
Yeah, sure is. Wesker, you're pitiful.
I saw him punch a boulder. This guy's got anger problems.
100%.
Yes.
He lit up Ethan's wife like she was nothing. That was hilarious.
Should I explain it to him? No.
No, we're just gonna keep him in the dark the whole time.
He just killed 3 of the 4 people.
I think he deserves to know.
We'll tell him something.
Spoiler alert for Village. Age 23, height 5'5"
Jill
weight.
Valentine.
Oh yeah, Jill Valentine. Weight 111 pounds.
Yes, that's a fun thing.
Oh god.
111 pounds.
Yeah.
She can't lift that rocket launcher.
No, she really can't.
111 pounds, 5'5".
Wow. Anyway, an intelligent soldier that has saved many Stars members from danger in the past. I mean, what kind of danger are they getting into?
Have you seen the neighboring basketball team?
I guess.
Their
Have you-
point guard is sick.
They got a crackhead that hangs out at Jay's all the time that you got to deal with from time to time.
Barry won't do anything. Jill has been.
Come on, he's fine.
He's fine. Leave him alone. He's been through it.
It's Teddy.
Jill has been reassigned to Raccoon City just like Chris. She is excellent at using special mechanical devices like lockpicks. Jill has strong moral convictions and fights for what she believes in. While she has great capacity for holding items,
I love that. I want
She's a
that,
hoarder.
that makes sense.
I want that
makes
to be
sense.
in my fucking, when I die, put that on my tombstone.
Having Brad has a
Great.
great capacity for holding items.
Yeah.
Her small vitality puts her at an immediate disadvantage. Her father was French and mother was Japanese, I guess.
Yeah.
Served in the U.S. Army and was sought out by Delta Force, the nation's primary counterterrorism unit. And she excels in bomb disposal and lockpicking, as we talked about before. Sought out by Delta Force.
She's legit.
She seems like the most capable member so far.
And her father is a master lockpicker too.
Yeah. Wow. And then Albert Wesker, age 38, height 6 foot pounds, weight 186 pounds. I
Normal guy.
Yeah, normal guy. Average dude walking the streets of America. Wesker has risen quickly inside the STARS organization and currently leads Alpha Team, viewed by many as the cool guy.
I love that. It's in his description. He is the cool guy.
He is the cool guy. From his snappy haircut to his perpetual shades, Wesker was recruited by a headhunter for his sharp insight and eventually founded the STARS unit in Raccoon City.
If I was to choose a drinking partner, someone to hang out with or to be a buddy with, I'm going Barry.
Yeah, for sure.
Jill,
I would
I'd hang out with
Barry.
Jill too, but like,
Jill's too serious.
I don't want someone that's viewed as a cool guy. I want the guy that hangs out at Jay's bar and is friends with the gun shop owner.
Yeah, that'd be a good guy to know.
Seems,
Plus,
I don't know.
he's got Chris's back. He knows Chris got kicked out of the Air Force, and he's like, I'm going to get you a job.
looks out for his friends.
Chris is going to
Yeah.
like fight someone in the bar, so you want to have a guy like Barry Burton to maybe diffuse the situation.
Yeah.
Or just shoot him.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
Barry's friends with everybody.
yeah.
Now that we've met the cast, there's only 2 characters that you can pick to play as when you enter the mansion. So you can start as Chris. If you choose Chris, he's going to be faster, which was a benefit for me because I remember
run.
when we started Elden Dogs and I tried to fight everything in Elden Ring, no matter what.
Yeah.
I have learned from Souls-like games and from software that you don't have to fight everything. So
You
I
don't
did-
have to.
I did a lot of running, and I got hit a lot. So having more health, which Chris has, was also beneficial for me. Chris needs small keys to open drawers. He's punched a boulder. You can't tell me that he needs keys.
Now, Chris can't read.
He can't read music. Period.
How do I open this thing?
Yeah.
I like that they have just multi-purpose keys that can be used for different things too. It's really dumb. Whoever's hiding these keys around this place too.
I know.
Where
How
did
do
someone
you, how
put
do you
the-
get around that mansion?
Where did someone put the helmet key?
Why don't we have multiple helmet keys?
Well, you need the armor key to access the room where the helmet key is, and the helmet key is way on the other side. It's actually in the underground. Was it in the underground caves? Yeah.
By the
Anyway,
spider.
yeah.
And it's like, did you guys put the armor key behind the trap again? Why?
God damn it! I need the shotgun. Well, you need to put the old shotgun. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
This place is great.
Yes.
Every door requires a special key. We only made one of each of them. Also, there's one bathroom, 87 bedrooms, one bathroom. Also, half the bitches booby trapped. We got a lot of booby traps. I'm not going to tell you where they are. That's half the fun.
Yep.
Also, government lab somewhere in here too. I know that was a special
probably
request.
deep in the basement.
Yep. It comes with the crows, though. I couldn't get rid of them. I put scarecrows out front, and they just kept coming.
They were here when we got here.
They're yours now.
Nothing we can do about it. Nothing
I
we can do about it.
suggest you get Brandon Lee over here or something, and he'll help take care of them.
And somehow Raccoon City moved to New Jersey.
Yeah.
Boom.
There's not a lot of logic to where these things are. I needed to run out to the residence quick. Did you guys have the 4 crests lying around? I'm just trying to go to bed.
No, you got to push these pictures underneath these. You got to push these buttons in a specific order.
You did the old guy first?
Idiot.
You idiot.
We all know you start with the infant.
You start with the infant.
If you choose Chris, you got to find a bunch of fucking keys, and you will get to play as Rebecca Chambers a handful of times because Chris be getting himself into some sticky sitches.
You like Rebecca?
She's useful.
That's what
She's useful.
That's your
She's
adjective?
useful. Yeah.
She's my favorite.
Yeah.
She's just super spunky.
No,
and just happy to be here.
It's just, it's funny when you play Resident Evil 0, she ends Resident Evil 0 as this seasoned, and yeah, obviously they probably changed the lore a little bit to reflect, obviously this new seasoned Rebecca Chambers, but it's funny when you play as her or you interact with her in the first game. She's like a 15-year-old girl.
I'm excited to play 0, which is next on my menu, but I haven't played it, and I am not familiar. And I know it's a prequel, so I'm like, is the Rebecca you see at the beginning of this game the Rebecca from the end of that game? And if so, she's already fought some monsters.
Nope. She is not the same. She's very much bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
No. But timeline wise,
Yes.
she shows up after the end of Resident Evil 0 in this.
Yes. Yes, but there is a character difference, and yeah, granted, there's a whole generation.
She fights stuff in Zero. I see. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
She's seen some shit.
But
in Zero.
maybe she's like doesn't want to scare Chris because he can't read.
That's
And if she like says too much information to him, to what?
Yeah.
his brain might.
She's just really good at compartmentalization.
yeah, really.
She can work comes 1st. Mm-hmm. She pushes it down.
Chris is like, I don't know how to make this V-jolt.
right? Yeah,
It's okay. Go punch some doors.
where
Just go to that room.
yeah,
If you choose Jill, you get a lockpick, which that's awesome.
master of unlocking.
You get 2 more inventory slots, which is incredible. So she has 8 and Chris has 6.
And 8's still not enough in my
It really
opinion.
isn't.
6
Yeah,
is
it really
like
isn't.
criminal.
6 is very
Criminal.
mean. That's very
Yeah.
mean.
Jill has access to 28 ink ribbons, whereas Chris is only going to get 18. Plus,
Still enough.
you
Yeah.
get Barry. You get Barry Burton. Mm-hmm. Barry
He
Burton's
has
going to be tagging
this.
along.
Take this. It's really powerful, especially against living things. And it's just like grenade
How do you want
rounds.
me to say that line? We have no idea.
What you did is fine. That'll work. Moving on.
Perfect.
And then the most useful skill that Jill has, because we know every STARS agent is going to use it at least once in their life. It should be top of every government organization's like to-do list if they're going to hire somebody. Can they read sheet music?
Yeah.
You never know when you're going to have to play the Moonlight Sonata.
Never mind the fact that she can handle chemicals. She could make crystal meth if she wanted to, but she can play Moonlight Sonata, and that's all that matters.
I imagine Chris trying to pour milk on his Fruity Pebbles and just missing the bowl.
No, what he does
Rebecca.
is he puts the spoon in and then puts the dry cereal in his mouth and then drinks the milk and then chews it all together.
I'm not cleaning again.
I do love that scene where like Rebecca is playing the piano and Chris is like, we should probably get going. And Rebecca's like, let me play a little bit. And Chris is like, okay. And just leaves. Like, all right. So it doesn't matter what you pick. Anyway.
Hey, do you just real quick while we're here? Do you know Tiny Dancer? Can you just do like the first couple lines?
Can you play
Tiny
Rocket
Dancer?
Man? Can you play Rocket Man? It's my favorite.
I can play Smoke in the Water a little bit. Just a couple. I can't play it.
Yeah, so those are the 2 characters you're going to be able to play as.
I played Jill.
I played Chris.
I played Chris because I was a hard ass when I first played the game. Of course, I got rocked, so I played Jill.
You played both. Of
Yeah,
them
I've done
anytime at
both,
this
yeah.
point. I've
Yeah.
never beaten Chris.
Yeah.
I famously really like Resident Evil 5, so I played as Chris because I like Chris. I didn't know Chris was such a dumb meathead because this is new to me.
We're being a little hard on him. He's just hard mode, is what it is.
Yeah,
I didn't
it
know
really is,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, I picked Chris. So after you escape the dogs and you get into the mansion, you're going to start in the entrance of the mansion. One member of Alpha Team, Barry in Chris's story, and Chris in Jill's story. Yes, is separated and does not make it inside. The player character splits off from the others to investigate noises coming from the West Wing, but discovers Bravo team member Kenneth J. Sullivan being eaten by a zombie. Now, this is the cinematic that I think a lot of people, if they have just a glancing like knowledge of this game, is the one cutscene you're going to remember.
Famous.
Yep.
It's very
the famous
famous.
slow turn
Yep.
scared the shit out of me as a kid. I was a freshman in college. I was a
Horrified.
freshman in high school. I was like, what?
I was in elementary school. I was horrified.
Still works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still really good.
I love when she runs back into the room. Look out, Barry! It's a monster.
Let me take care of this. Which is weird because it takes 3 rounds out of his magnum to
has a
take him down.
magnum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that usually is a one-hit kill.
I played as
He hit up
Chris.
Jay's before the mission.
Yeah, he's not
Shit.
shooting straight.
Yeah, damn it. What is it?
I'm gonna look at this blood. You go look at the gunshot. I like they
I
walk.
hope
In,
it's not Chris's blood.
they walk into a mansion. We should immediately split up.
Yeah.
Then they hear gunshots. You go check it out.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna stay
stay
here
here.
and look at this blood more. What are you looking at?
I don't know. I'm new to Stars. This is the first time I've seen blood.
Barry's in there like, sober up, buddy. Sober up, buddy. We're here.
You just stay by this fire for a bit.
He's got the shakes.
I am spinning so much right now.
So when Wesker mysteriously vanishes alongside with Jill. So if you play as Chris, you come out. Wesker and Jill are gone.
Wesker.
Jill's gun is laying on the ground for me as Chris, which
Yep.
was nice because now I don't just have this shitty knife. I have a gun now.
And as Jill, Wesker's just gone. And Barry's like, this place is crazy.
Yeah.
We should split up. but we should stay on the first floor. I'll go over there in the dining room and keep investigating the blood. He is still just like,
Still wants to look at that blood.
Yeah. I'm going to look at the blood some more.
And this is essentially where the game opens up, and now it is your turn to, what do you do next? You're going to explore the mansion.
And this is where we hear the infamous line, Jill, take this lockpick. It might come in handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you. Which was obviously a translation error, but they went with it.
Also, if she's the master of lockpicking, why doesn't she have her own fucking lockpick?
I have no issues with this. I have my headcanon. She didn't bring it on this mission. She probably didn't know they were going to be like going to that stuff.
None of them thought they were going to be in a mansion. So
I think she gave Barry a lockpick to practice as a gift. That's like, and he's got
I like
one,
this headcanon.
He's got
I like
one
this.
because he was like practicing.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's better for you. I just came from the bar.
He's just trying to break into the liquor cabinet at Jay's.
This thing's broken.
leave him alone. He's still trying to sober up.
This
Jesus Christ, guys.
thing's broken. You take it.
Damn.
Just, yeah, go ahead.
So you're going to start to encounter zombies here. They can go down anywhere from 3 to 6 shots, which was really frustrating for me. Because
Really was.
In my mind, for some reason, I remembered like 1-shot kills, but I don't remember why I thought that. Maybe it's just like my knowledge of like shooting a zombie in the head is supposed to put it down for good.
You're probably conflating it with later Resident Evil games, too.
Probably.
Yeah, when you can actually manually aim.
However, when you get the shotgun, if you aim high, you can take their heads off for a clean 1-shot kill, which is super satisfying.
Very cool.
Super safe.
Especially with all the dumb fucking like just pumping them with 6 shots, and then they fall down, and then me like, all right, time to move, and then they bite my ankles, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. That's where the knife, that's the only time the knife really comes in handy, because it's like, are they really dead? Because usually, you know, that
You need
pool
the
of blood
Yeah.
kind of expands. But if you don't see it, then it's like, okay, I'm going to knife them.
Humans afflicted with an illness caused by the T virus most likely received through contaminated water or rodents. It's always the rats.
Yeah.
It's always rats.
Famously.
Despite having minimal organ function and a deceased-like appearance, these creatures are not reanimated corpses, but living humans, which I did not know. That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. They cannot feel pain. That's really convenient. 2 types of zombies. You'll see others later in the game.
They're naked is a difference.
Yeah, and they respawn.
And they got wieners out.
Yep.
And what
Do
is
they?
it?
No.
I was going to
They're
say,
not
I didn't
hanging
look.
dong.
They're scientists. They don't need enough pixels.
Zombie
That was only
dongs.
in the Japanese director's cut that never made it. To
Americans
the US.
can't handle dongs.
No. If there's anything they should have, we can't handle nudity.
No.
We will watch violence all day.
This game should be censored.
You show me a bare nipple, I gotta talk to my therapist.
Yeah.
And then what is this? Jill's playthrough has 61 to 69. Is this the amount of zombies?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
That's wild. I did not know this.
I did not know this either.
Yeah.
Jill has 61 to 69, and Chris has 66 to 75.
Some more zombies for Chris. But it's also not a set number, which I found interesting too.
Yeah, that is kind of random.
Yeah.
So you get a little RNG.
Now, when I'm looking through a billion different websites, it's very hard to also discern which version of the game they're discussing. I don't know if this is OG, Director's Cut, DualShock, Sega Saturn, PC, DS. So, at some point, they're different. Let's talk briefly about Kenneth Sullivan from Bravo Team. He's a quiet but very talented field scouting officer. Also is an expert in chemistry and dying. He wonders why his chemical experience would be necessary in Raccoon City, but quickly discounts his hesitancy since Wesker himself sought him for enlisting into STARS. There's a secret scene, another zombie attack, where if Jill or Chris do not go look for Kenneth, and instead they keep walking back out, the zombie will charge into the room without you going into there.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And Barry will again like, oh, I got it. You guys got this, right?
Yeah.
I just got to take a quick breather. Another incredibly famous scene is Doggy Jump Scare.
Ugh. Ugh.
This is, to me, is the real first scare of the game. Well, and it's the first startle, because it only gets you the first time, and then you know it's coming a little
It got me again.
Yeah.
It got me back in 1999. It got me again.
I forgot in the remake that they kind of tease you a little bit, too.
Yeah,
And
the little...
The window shakes, but
Yeah.
it doesn't break. I'm like, you sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a Cerberus that jumps through this window on the eastern hallway. Now, there are zombie dogs and there are Cerberuses. They're different.
Cerberi.
These are Cerberus,
I'd say Cerberus.
Subaru
No, Subaru.
it's car for Mia.
Easily killable Subarus.
The Cerberus, easily killable by the knife if there are only 1 or 2 around. Otherwise, use your gun. Once you shoot a dog, he falls down for a few seconds and gets up after a while. That is the time to keep on shooting it while it's still down, and they will soon die. Not a zombie dog. A zombie dog is a dog who happened to get infected by the spread of the virus in its secondary form. The Cerberus is a deliberate attempt to create a controllable bioorganic weapon. This was designed as a weapon that Umbrella wanted to sell. And this one was very effective, and they're like, this one's quick, cheap. This would be the cheapest option. You want to get some zombie dogs. Mm-hmm. They'd call them Cerberus, though. Muscle is largely intact, and they have increased strength and aggression.
See, I treat every dog in this game like Jim Carrey and Me, Myself, and Irene when he's trying to kill the cow. If they're down, I don't just double tap. Mm-hmm. It's like a quintuple tap. I am unloading.
I treat them like King Kong treats the T-Rexes in the King Kong movie. Oh, I'm snapping their heads off.
You're biting their heads off?
I'm doing all of it.
Yeah. I'm running like a bitch. I'm running through that hallway. It's like, God damn it.
I'm going to
that hallway again.
I'm going to the only bathroom in the place.
Yeah, I'm just going to hide here for the rest of the game.
The dogs really pissed me off because, like, with the tank controls, I'm just like, it's so dated and I'm not good at it. And the dogs move so fluently and quickly.
And then they jump. Yeah. They jump and they lunge at you.
Frustrating.
That is a moment where I'm comfortable enough using the D-pad and the turning tank controls when it's like a chill. Like when I know a zombie's around the corner, I'm like, I'm ready. Mm-hmm. But when I know like a boulder's about to come at me or there's like something that will chase you fast, I'm like, all right.
Like later in the game, yeah.
Hopefully I got my shit together because I know what I'm doing and I'll still like get stuck on something and just, it's frustrating.
Yeah, it is. Especially that hallway. Once you change camera angles and all of a sudden you're like running into a, one of those like display cases and you're just like, I'm dead.
Now this next sequence of the game, I'm going to nominate for the dumbest design in the house. There's no reason for a house to have this.
Nope.
No mansion. I don't care what you're guarding. All right. So you go through a little square room. There's just a room. There's nothing in there. And you go to the next room. Very high ceiling. And you go into the next room, and it's just like a study, a little relaxing area. And there is a frame with a shotgun on it. You pick the shotgun up, and it goes zzz. These things, fun fact, I've never seen anything else. Movies, I guess if you want to go to like old cinema, whereas like you move a book and like something opens up.
Well, yeah.
I have new issues with video games after becoming an electrician about 5 years ago. I see how slowly construction works and I see how things are made. And if I read this on the plans, like, you want what? So you're going to pick the shotgun up.
Yep, and then it's going to toggle.
Now, what if the ceiling to drop?
And if I hang something heavier than a shotgun, what happens? Bad.
You can break it.
It's just bad. Okay, so
I've never looked at it from this perspective, but that would frustrate me if I was in your shoes.
Oh man, and just like the mind-boggling time it would take to make so many of these things. But okay, so then to get the shotgun, you take the shotgun off of this thing. Why are they guarding the shotgun that much?
Good point.
I understand guarding crests and keys and labs, but this is just a shotgun.
Yeah.
Whatever. You take the shotgun off and you go back in that square room and all of a sudden the door's like, it's fucking, you're done.
Yeah.
Luckily, if you're Jill, Barry's out there and he's like, whoa, that was a close one. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
Yeah, I almost died, Barry.
Yeah, thanks, Barry.
Thanks, bud.
I guess I'm just hungry. I'm hungover.
Oh, shit.
I could use a submarine sandwich. No, if you're Chris, you had to bring a broken shotgun over because it's Indiana Jones rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'm fine with some bullshit puzzles. I enjoy escape rooms as much as the next person. This one, to me, I'm like, this is too much.
Yeah.
But whatever.
And if you didn't know at the time, you didn't know. Especially as Chris, if you take the shotgun off and you didn't know that you needed to swap it with the old shotgun, you can't go back and you just die. And
There's nothing you can do.
Nothing you can do.
And your previous save room, there's one right after this that you probably didn't get to yet. It would have been back in the lobby potentially.
Yeah, I think you go out those double doors right there. Then it's like you hang a Richard, and then you're like right there at the save room. But
what did you say? Hang a Richard?
Yeah, hang a right turn.
I've never heard that.
I call it hanging at Redfield.
I had too many cross-country friends in high school.
You either hang a Redfield or do a Leon.
What's the opposite of a Richard?
a Leon?
A Louis.
A Louis.
Yeah,
No, a Leon.
a Leon.
We're doing Resident Evil terms.
Okay, so you hang
And
a
doing
Richard.
a berry is a shot, a beer, and to sleep on a friend's couch.
Yes.
I did
Hey,
not
Barry's
know.
had it rough. Leave him alone.
I am such a berry fan. You guys are the way you feel about Daisy. I feel about Barry.
Okay. Well, I want to in the Discord. I want to see a lot of Barry memes.
That back is so hairy, and you know it.
It's like the Amazon rainforest.
Oh yeah, I want to get lost.
Hey there, bud. Can you shave my back for me?
Absolutely.
You know what they call him down at Jay's? They call him Teen Wolf.
That's just Teddy.
Middle-aged wolf.
Middle-aged wolf.
I'll buy another round for the whole bar. There's two of us. I know. The shotgun is a Remington M870. Can have 7 rounds. Most enemies will die with a single headshot. Just aim upwards. The large gallery comes up next, and that's where you get the Starcrest. That's where there's paintings where you have to hit buttons in certain orders. Because people that are already at the mansion needs to be not a lab, just a death mansion
Yeah.
hiding a lab.
And I want to say, like, you don't know about this until Resident Evil 0, where it starts to kind of make sense why there's such a crazy obsession with puzzles and trapdoors and stuff like that in the mansion. Like, you're wondering, like, why the hell would anybody want to make this? But you'll find it in the lore in Resident Evil 0.
They do the retconning that Star Wars has been so active in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Han Solo, it was Parsec, actually. We were right. Suck it,
Suck
Neil
it.
deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah. Or if you're a Warhammer fan, there were always female custodies. If you know, you know. So it's fine.
I don't know.
One of my favorite scenes in the game was when Chris walks into a mansion storeroom and gets sprayed by a unknown character at this time, and then we find out, oh no, it's Rebecca Chambers.
You just got pepper sprayed by your
Yep.
new best friend.
He's like, whoa, what is it?
Do it again.
Hit me again. Rebecca Chambers. This is where we first meet Rebecca Chambers. Age 18 for whatever reason. 5'2", 93 pounds.
There it is, 93.
93 pounds.
That's pretty light.
That's very light. Obviously the youngest member of the group, Rebecca has been recruited for her knowledge of field medicine and first aid. Keep in mind, she probably just graduated high school.
I will say, though, she is a good hire if she survived whatever murder train she just came from.
Well, yeah.
She's the most qualified person here, apparently, outside of Jill.
She's OP compared to everybody else here because everyone's just finding out about this shit, and Rebecca's already like that grizzled war vet. It's like, you ain't seen the shit I seen.
Instead, she's like, I'll play a song. I didn't just fight a proto-tyrant.
She is nervous around other members.
What the fuck? Rebecca, this is so useful to know.
I would have liked to have known this right away. There was some shit going on
There was
here.
a murder train?
She's nervous around other members, both because her age and due to her lack of experience. Anyway, Rebecca is eager to please and will take on any task assigned to her without hesitation. This is where the game gives you. This is where the game gives you the illusion of choice.
This is the funniest thing in the world.
Rebecca is a character in a video game, but you'll get this option to like, hey, why don't you let me go with you? And you could say yes or no. And if you say no, then she stays put. But if you say yes, she still stays put anyway.
Actually, I'm good.
Yeah, she's like, you know what? I got to check a couple things. I'll meet you out there soon.
I immediately hit no. I was like, I can barely navigate these halls by myself. I do not need you being a hindrance.
And meanwhile, she's like, I just killed a proto-tyrant and 30 fucking zombies. There's a zombie gorilla in that game.
Yeah, there's tons of zombie gorillas that I just killed. You ain't seen shit yet, son.
And I was just some Billy Zane prisoner guy. I think he was innocent. I don't know the story yet.
Oh, you got a big backstory. Anyway, but
She has a little backstory.
she doesn't follow you anyway. But I want to say, depending on how quickly.
Come with me. Nope.
Nope.
That's so funny. Sorry.
All right, stay here. Okay. But I think if you say come with me, she follows closely behind you, and depending on if you get to Richard, I think that's where she can actually kind of come and save him. Almost, I don't know. I know there's like time constraints with how fast you navigate through the mansion. That certain things happen. If you're too late, then
She can die.
she can die.
Yeah.
Yes, she can. So
You can't have that happen. You stay in the room.
so
She had enough going on.
yeah. So there's certain dialogue prompts that she can heal you, obviously. So if you keep her in the storeroom, you can come back to that storeroom and she can heal you. And then, Chris asks, "What's Umbrella?"
They run the fucking city you live in.
I know.
How have you not?
Wow.
How do you not know this?
Clearly, don't you know? It's a large-scale pharmaceutical company based in Raccoon City.
Don't you know?
It's like being in Milwaukee and being like, Miller Lite?
What's the Brewers?
What is...
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't seen a deer in Milwaukee.
What's a David Gruber?
So,
I know everybody knows
are there
that.
raccoons in Raccoon City or what?
What's a piano?
So,
I saw this thing. Is that a piano?
a fine grand piano. Some more iconic lines. If you play as Jill.
Yes, this is the best.
Yes, this is
Fuck
the
yeah.
best.
This is when I was like, Barry, I think is my boy.
Yep, exactly. So this is where Jill, as you play as Jill, you go back into the main hall, and Barry's just chilling there, and he's like, "Whoa, take a look at this! It's a weapon.
It's
really powerful against living things." And then Jill's like, "Well, what about you?" And Barry's like,
I have this.
and he holds up his magnum.
And it's great because every one of these lines he says, there is a big break.
Yep.
It's a weapon. It's really powerful against living things. It's just, they're so obviously isolated takes.
Yeah.
No
really.
one talks like this.
Well, yeah, because I imagine when they recorded this, they were just like, just say this. Like, do I have context with this scene? No, just say it.
We're going to do it live.
We're just gonna go for it. Okay, first take, good, perfect. Yeah. So Jill's like, okay, I'll take this then. If you are with Jill and Barry discovers Forrest, he's like, but take a look at this. It's Forrest. Oh my God. Forrest Speyer, speaking of which, he's a great sniper in addition to his duties as Bravo's vehicle specialist. Great sniper against crows. Not a good matchup.
Yeah.
Not a good matchup.
Brought a knife to a gunfight.
He is a consummate professional, and his work earns him great respect from the other members. He instantly clicks with Chris. Oh, and it seems they'll end up good teammates.
Tragic.
Yeah, tragic. Having become infected through eating smaller infested animals, crows show mostly no visible signs of infection other than increased size.
Yeah.
Scary.
It's
Scary.
big.
So, the grenade launcher, or quote unquote, the game calls it a bazooka, is only accessible if you're Jill. There's multiple different round types of the bazooka. You got the explosive rounds that are just filled with high explosive. It's the most common grenade round type, and they are also weaker compared to other rounds, like, for example, acid rounds.
I was confused by the number of different rounds, and I kind of just took whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if you do more reading, obviously the type of rounds work better on certain enemies. Like, for example, the acid rounds are filled with sulfuric acid. They're rare, but they are the most powerful round of the game, especially when you're fighting against monsters. Like,
It's a monster.
Yep. So watch out, it's a monster. And then flame rounds, they're filled with napalm.
And so we're going to end this episode right here, and we will resume our journey through the Spencer Mansion on the next episode of Zombie Dogs. Now, if you want access to that next episode in a quicker fashion, the Patreon members get it every 2 weeks, whereas the main feed gets it every month. So if this is dropping fresh on Spotify, it's very likely our Patreon members already have access to this. So check out patreon.com/hairofthedogcast to get access to Zombie Dogs every other week. And also access to all of our other shows like Elden Dogs, where we discuss Elden Ring, bonus episodes of Raw Dogs, our deep dive video game podcast, the Hair of the Dogcast, which is video game news, and I think some other shows will be there soon. And if you want access, go to that website. Special thanks to Patreon executive producers, Brainsucker Brian Ward, Crimson Head Christinek, Kipper the Liquor, Phil Wright. I forgot to do Phil. Sorry, dude. I'll get you next time. Tyrant Melly, Jordan Hunter Alpha Hoff, Kelly Gravedigger Gutowski, Black Tiger Bryant Ross, Phil just Los Plagueis. Phil, thanks Tyler. Justin the Molded Melly, Ejot Blade of Alexia, and Spetsnaz S. Kennedy.
S. Kennedy, yes.
We appreciate all of your support. And Zombie Dogs will be back in 2 weeks to discuss the rest of Resident Evil 1 before we move on to 2, 3, Code Veronica, Remake, 0, 4, 5, 6, Revelations 2, 7, 8, 9, and the movies.
In the movie, yeah. Did you say Survivor? Dead Aim?
Not every game gets a full episode.
Come on. We got to talk about Survivor. At least for a full episode.
You think?
Please.
Do you think Survivor could be an entire episode's worth of discussion? Be honest. I know you're a Resident Evil guy.
It would probably be a clip, maybe a short episode.
Well, that's what the Under the Umbrella episodes are for, where we discuss a lot of the short things together in one big episode.
Like the trading card game.
It's like a fun thing.
There is correlation between Survivor, Resident Evil Survivor, and Leon Kennedy, so we have to dedicate a whole episode to it.
And it's one of the only other chances to see Steve Burnside is in Survivor 2.
Survivor 2, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And because I looked it up because
Yeah.
I'm like, what happened to Steve? I'm like, just give me more character models of him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that felt good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that felt great. Oh, what? Don't trust people. And we will see you all next time on Zombie Dogs.
Goodbye, everyone.